So I got this Grand Trunk locomotive. Trying to DCC it today. First thing I do is take off the couplers, front and back, and that should release the chassis from the shell. However, I still have to be careful when doing that. Don't want to break anything. So typically I'll wedge these toothpicks in between the shell and the chassis. Whether it's a FP locomotive, FA locomotive, doesn't matter. Always take your time in removing the shell from the chassis. Finally got it. We'll just have to remove that incandescent bulb there. It's not needed. And we'll have to take out the light board as well. Just put that to the side. And let's get to work. So the light board is just clipped on and easily comes off. These things are usually pretty tough to get off. Yeah, I think this is going to be blunt force. Probably the easiest thing to do. Don't really need this light board anymore. However, should one want to go back to DC, there's an option to do that. Okay, so there's the guts of the locomotive. When DCCing, what you want to do here is you want to connect the engineer front with the engineer rear track pickup. And you're going to want to connect the conductor side front with the conductor side rear pickup. Just going to twist the wires, make it all neat. And I'll begin tinning. So tinning is where you take some flux, in this case I have some paste, and then apply solder to your wires. This makes it so much easier to make that connection. So I got to cut a few lengths of wire here to connect the front with the back, and I also have to cut out a little bit in the middle here of the wire, because you need somewhere to splice in your decoder. And so when you connect the decoder, it's the red wire, which is the engineer side, and it'll go to the right track pickup. And then the conductor side is black, the black wire from the decoder. It will connect on the left side of the locomotive on those track pickups. And then the motor pickup, I think, is a orange wire, positive. It will connect to the red wire of that motor. And the negative lead from the decoder, which is gray, it will connect to the black lead of that motor. And once that's wired in, you can begin programming. In this case, I don't know if you can see it in the background there, I found a decoder. It's a old LokSound version 3.5. It actually comes out of my Roku T-Train. I don't know if it's working or not. I upgraded the T-Train, so I'm going to have to remove the existing files off that decoder and then upload the correct sound files from the LokSound website to that decoder. So there's a lot of behind the scenes here in terms of programming, adding on the sounds, testing back and forth. In all likelihood, I'm probably going to turn off the camera here in a bit just because it's getting in the way, and I find it's challenging with it here, and I need more hands than what I have, and these things are not always pretty. Anyways, all I'm just doing here is just connecting that front of the engineer side with the rear and the conductor side. Heat shrink tubing here is your friend. Do not use black electrical tape. It will turn into a messy goo. So just applying this heat shrink tubing. And once all the connections are made, I'll heat up the tubing and shrink it. Just cutting off the extra. So if your wire's been tinned, it's just a matter of basically just touching the wire with your soldering iron. It's done already. It's just an instant connection. So we're just going to unwrap these motor wires. Red is positive, which goes to the orange wire. Black is negative, which goes to the gray wire. And once your track pickups and your motor is all connected to the decoder, you can start programming. Little bit of paste. So just have to cut that extra bare wire. It's far too much. So this decoder, it's a LokSound version 3.5, and I'm probably just going to end up getting a piece of double-sided tape and just mounting it to that plastic bracket that held the light board in position. And as far as the speaker goes, like, this locomotive has a lot of room in it, so I have a few extra speakers. I'm not sure if they all work, but I have a few extra speakers, and we'll see if we can fit one in there. It always looks worse before it looks better. Just want to make sure that we have a really solid connection here. I don't want to use too much solder either. And just lightly touch it, and that's it. Done. Like, hold it there for a few seconds, right? And then you can pull on it and see you got a good connection. One wire done and a whole bunch more to go. Anyways, your white, yellow, blue, those are all your lights. I think white is the forward light, yellow is the rear. Blue is your positive common. There are two wires for the speaker here. There are also some other colors for like ditch lights and stuff like that. So only thing we're going to use here is the front light. Anyways, I had to turn off the camera. It got too much in my way. So you can see here kind of the finished piece. Some stick tack to hold the surface mount LED in position. Connected to a resistor. Found the speaker. It's just sort of you know, pressure fit kind of thing. So yeah, it turned out okay. Here it is here. Here's the issue now. The prime mover makes a weird sound, like cracking sound. And I know you may be saying, oh, it's a problem with the speaker, it's ripped. No, it's not ripped. It's not a problem of connectivity. We have a problem there with the speed table, of course. 25, it's not moving, but it's not a problem with connectivity. This is dirty track, but this prime mover makes this cracking sound. I don't know if you're hearing it. Yeah, you kind of heard it there. But bell is fine, horn is fine when the prime mover is off. So seems to go around the track okay, no problem there. Speed table's all messed up for whatever reason, but yeah, the prime mover is the problem there. It's got that cracking sound to it. I don't know, is that because the volume is adjusted too high in the settings? I don't know if that's so, because it's not a very loud locomotive as it is. Okay, I cranked the volume way down on it already. And yet we still got this prime mover issue. Horn is fine. There's no rips in the speaker. The bell is fine. Anyways, installing a decoder, that's easy. The programming here, it's going to be a little bit more tedious, more time consuming. Even if I don't use the sounds, at least I got a decoder like on the real cheap, like free. I mean, I've had it for years. I don't even ask me how much it would be. Like, you can't even buy version 3.5 today. probably from the year 2000 or something like that. I think they're up to version 5.0 now. But it's got a horn anyway that works. I just have to work on that prime mover sound. I'm not sure why it does that. You can hear it, it's pretty bad. Horn is fine. Anyways, I guess there was a reason why I changed out the decoder out of the T-train. This decoder might have some sort of problem with one of the sound slots. I have no idea. I may have to just tweak it a bit and turn the volume way down so there's no cracking. The speaker is not ripped, so the horn and bell sound fine. I don't know. Anyways, thanks for watching. As always, I'll see what other model railroad things I can post for you guys. I appreciate the comments. Keep them coming. Questions. I enjoy sharing my videos with you guys. So, we'll catch you next time. Talk to you later. Bye.